Juice feasting versus water fasting. Which one is better? What are the differences? Which one is right for you on your healing journey, whatever that might be? There's a lot of talk and hype and a lot of people saying that this way is better or that way is better. So I just want to break down exactly what juice feasting or juice fasting is versus water fasting, because they're two totally different but very powerful healing modalities that I personally have used many times for hundreds of days and have gotten really incredible results on both of them. But there is a right time to use each specific one. So let's talk about the differences between water fasting and juice feasting. So let's start at the top. The quickest way to eliminate waste, foreign matter out of your body, is the most natural possible way, which all other animals on Earth practice when they get sick or injured or intoxicated. And that is going to be water fasting. And why is that? It's because the body is self-cleansing. Food and juice and herbs and jumping rope and running and aerobics, those things don't heal you. What does heal you is the own body itself. Your body is built in with a self-healing mechanism. What does that mean? That means that your body is capable of healing itself and eliminating waste without adding anything into your body, into your mouth, or anything into your routine. So what that truly means is that the cleansing, the detoxification, and the healing process really is a fasting and a resting experience. Your body will have the most efficiency to eliminate waste or any foreign matter if you stop eating completely. I'm talking about any sort of herb, supplement, nutrient, salt, any sort of intake, and you just simply rest, lay down, and sip water. So with that being said, water fasting is the fastest way to eliminate waste from your body, which that is the main goal of healing chronic illness, especially like what I had, digestive issues, major digestive issues, and SIBO, candida, brain fog, depression, anxiety, chronic fatigue, prediabetes, cold hands and feet, lower testosterone, hypogonadism, a lot of funky things going on. The quickest way to eliminate the waste is the most natural and the most simple. But there is a big but there. Most people, a lot of people will never be willing to do a water fast. And I'm talking about a very long water fast. So say you're at a normal weight, say you're 5'8", you weigh 145, 150 pounds, and you've got cancer. Let's use that for an example. To get life-changing results and to eliminate a tumor or to eliminate some sort of severe health condition, crippling arthritis, you're going to for one fast, you're going to need to water fast for, I would say, a minimum of 21 days, minimum. So most people, to really truly see life-changing results on a water-only fast, you're going to need to go for a minimum of like 3 weeks. And you might need to do multiple water fasts to eliminate all the waste. You might heal your major condition within 3 weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks, but in order to see life-changing results, you're going to need to do that long dose in one time. You're not going to be able to do a 3-day fast and then wait a couple weeks and a 6-day fast. It doesn't really work like that. We can get into the specifics of water-only fasting in a different video, but in this context, you're going to need, say you have a softball-sized tumor. That might take several fasts to heal. But if you do a 3-week stretch of 21 days or 26 days on water only, complete rest, mental, physical rest, not being on your phone, not being on a computer, not eating anything, no calories, not even juice or herbs or supplements, nothing. You're going to need at least a few weeks for most people at a normal weight to see major results. But also what happens during this fast is why it's, for many people, it's not really doable is because you have to quit everything. You can't work a job, you can't go driving around, you can't pick up your laundry, you can't raise your kids, you can't take your dog for a walk, you can't work out. What you really need to do to be deeply eliminating and detoxing is a complete and total rest. You need to be laying on the couch or in your bed or in a hammock, and you need to be resting. Close your eyes, don't even read or watch TV or nothing. That's going to give you the most benefits of that fast. I would say if you're trying to work or work out and then you're also trying to do a water fast, you're almost like defeating the entire purpose of that healing modality, which is complete and total rest, to let the body break down, metabolize, and eliminate all the foreign matter that's in your body. When you stop eating, even juicing, you force your body into a hyper state of detoxification and elimination, because your body is forced to eat up this foreign matter to convert it into fuel. So what that really means is that you're going to go into a very, very deep detoxification. And in many ways, it can be very painful. Some people have not too difficult of a time, but you're going to be in the deepest form of detoxification. And many people are very scared to start detoxing because it is not comfortable. You know, you get a lot of very bad headaches, fatigue, lethargicness. There's just so many things. Your skin can break out. You can just have so many emotional things going on. And it is I'm not going to lie, it is extremely, extremely difficult. That's not to say that it's not doable. That's just to say that when you're ready mentally and physically to do that, to take the time off and to put that amount of effort, and knowing that you're going to go through, 3 to 6 weeks of just every day is going to be so difficult, even to walk or to get up out of bed. It can be very, very challenging, let alone the recovering from your addictions of always doing stuff, being stimulated. So that's why for many people, water fasting is never even in the deck of cards for you in order to heal yourself. What will happen is that you will heal yourself way faster doing a water fast, but you need to do it under supervision, and you also need to know if you're not going to do it under supervision, you need to know what you're doing. You need to study it. It's not a very safe practice to be like, I'm going to go fast for a month and just start chugging water and not having any clue how the body works, how vital signs work, what any of the signs and symptoms mean when you're fasting. And so it's not safe to do more than, I would say, like 3 to 5 days on your own of water only fasting, because once you start getting in the deeper process, some things can go wrong if you're not doing it right, and it can be very dangerous. If you're doing it right, it's not dangerous at all, and if you know what signs to look for, then it's not dangerous. It's actually very safe. But most people aren't going to be ready for that, and so that's where the cool part comes in. That's where this little special tool that we have in our tool belt comes in, and that's called juice feasting. And so what juice feasting is when you live on liquids. It's a solid food vacation. Both healing modalities are technically solid food vacations, but one of them is full ketosis, complete rest. It's brutal. It's quite difficult. The other one, which still shows amazing signs and benefits, which is what got me into healing myself, which is juice feasting, which is basically you're still consuming food. You're still eating. What you aren't doing, though, is you're not eating the insoluble fiber. You're not eating the roughage. And so it's much easier on your body to break down and digest, absorb, utilize, and eliminate the nutrients from the food you're eating. So it's kind of like a water fasting mimicking diet, because you're getting very hydrated and you're still consuming calories, so you're not going through this crazy deep detoxification like water fasting. So you're still able to function. That's the greatest part, is that it meets this criteria that most people still need to meet, which is you can still live your life. You can still function. You can still go to work. You can still work out. You can still go for a jog. You can go grocery shopping. You can help your kid do math work. And so that's the really beautiful part about juice cleansing, juice feasting. It's not juice fasting, because fasting is only when there is no nutrition, no nutrients or minerals. No nutrients or food in your diet. So juice cleansing, it's really just eating, but liquid food. And so the process that happens in the body is nearly identical to when you're eating solid food, fruits, vegetables, meat, potatoes. It's the same thing. Your body's still having to digest the nutrients and break them down. But the main difference is that it is so incredibly easy for your body to break down and get what it needs, get the fuel that is packed into the molecules and the liquid that's in those juices. And so, by the time it hits your mouth and goes into your stomach and then your small intestines, it's like it's in your bloodstream within like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. And so you're getting a lot of minerals, you're getting a lot of enzymes, you're getting a lot of carbohydrate if you're drinking fruit juices. And the main thing with juice feasting is that you are still getting hydrated in combination with getting enough calories to function. So as long as you're drinking, like, I would say 3 to 6 liters of at least half fruit juice, you're going to be thriving on a juice cleanse, and you're going to see stuff coming out of you that is wild. And to really get the deep, amazing healing benefits of a juice cleanse, I'm talking life-changing benefits, you're going to need to go on, I would say, like a 30 to 100 day juice cleanse. Now, if you do a 2-week juice cleanse, yeah, you're going to see some beautiful things happen. You're probably going to lose a bunch of weight. Your brain fog is going to clear out. Your skin might clear up or get worse. Whatever your body needs to go through, it will go through. And that's kind of the beautiful part of all forms of detoxification, is that you just trust the body to heal at the rate and at the stage that it needs to heal, to eliminate waste on the most vital and important parts of your body first. So when you go into a liquid cleanse, you start seeing very similar things happen that would happen on a water fast. It's just a much slower process and more comfortable. So this makes water fasting, that's kind of like water fasting, very doable and achievable to a lot of people who can't afford to quit their life, who have responsibilities with kids and with family, and you've got responsibilities. You've got to take care of your shit, so it makes it really doable for this other huge bracket of people that aren't ready to really just take 1 to 2 or 3 months off of their life to just quit and rest and sip water and be physically ready to go through that pain. And so juice cleansing is basically eating a liquid food diet. And what healing is all about is freeing up energy in your body so your body can eliminate waste. And that's the beautiful process, and why juice cleansing is so beneficial is because you will start seeing a lot of stuff come out. I myself, the first long juice cleanse that I did was 90 days. I tried switching to a vegan-ish diet, like a mimicking diet of the Gerson therapy. Not veganish, it was totally vegan, but it was like juices and some cooked soups and potatoes and oatmeal and some fruit and some juicing. And it didn't work for me. So I used juice cleansing and a 90-day juice cleanse to really, take my health to a whole different level. And before that 90-day juice cleanse, I was chronically sick, debilitated, really unable to even really function. And by the end of that 90 days, I was definitely not anywhere close to being completely healed, but I had so much improvement in my body, and I had my life back. I was no longer bedridden. My digestion was majorly improved to the point where when I started the juice cleanse, I was not even really digesting the juice without getting like debilitatedly bloated. Compared to when I started the journey 6 months before that, my digestion was better, but I was still really messed up in many ways. And by the end of that 90 days on juice, I was ready to start eating solid food again. And my body had gone through all these shifts and changes and elimination of parasites and worms and just gallons of mucus in my stool coming out my nose and my eyes, the tear ducts in my ears, and my skin was breaking out like crazy. And anybody who goes through any sort of like long detox or long cleanse, you recognize that those are like really essential to go to. And so if your skin breaks out, or if you get bloated, or if you have kidney, liver pains or headaches, it's kind of just part of the game. And so what happens when you do a juice cleanse is it's just so much less than when you do a water fast, because you're stretching out the term and the time it takes to eliminate that waste. You're not forcing your body to eliminate this stuff all at once, because you're still eating. You're in some ways you are suppressing. And so if you're a normal person and you want to see life-changing results, but you don't want to take 3 months off your life, you're going to feel great on solid food vacation type of cleansing, which is juice feasting, because you're still getting nutrients. You can still get 2,500 calories a day in on juices, and you're going to get, protein and carbohydrates, and then maybe a little tiny bit of fat, and all the other essential macro and micronutrients that you're going to need within those juices. So we could get into the specifics on how to juice feast, but again, this video isn't really the specifics on either. It's just kind of pointing out the differences and which one might be right for you. So for the people that are ready to do a water fast and can take the time off and who know how to do it or are ready to have guidance to do that, that might be for you. But the other people who can't afford or don't want to go that deep that quick, that's over here, dude. That's like the juice cleansing. And I've seen so many people's lives change. I've seen just the nastiest things come out of people's bowels, which typically you might have a couple really bad days as these parasites are starting to die off. They're starting to break down, metabolize, they're starting to release gases in your gastrointestinal tract. And then when you release these things, it might kind of hurt a little bit for like an evening. Not hurt, but you might have some discomfort. And then when you release this stuff, woo, the whole world changes. You're bright and light and you feel just a cloud released. That happens on both, but I mean, I remember my first release, like big release of parasites. That was about probably like 23, 24 days into a juice cleanse. And I saw these big long parasites coming out in these chunks of like plaque. They weren't necessarily like hard, but they were big and brown and funky and really foul smelling. And the day before that happened, I had major gas and bloating and pain. And then I pooped this stuff out, and then it was just like I felt so much better and lighter. My brain fog was majorly lifted. And so, you'll go through those phases as you go through these like staple certain times in your cleanses. And so that's, to me, that's the two main top tier healing mechanisms is like just liquids. That's what healing really is, liquids. Obviously, if you're going from a vegan diet or a standard American diet and you just start eating a low fat fruit diet, you're going to see major shifts in your health. And you're going to heal a ton. It's going to be amazing. But if you do that for a while, then your body just kind of adapts. And then instead of healing like rapidly, going from standard American diet, not healing, then eating raw, healing a lot, and then eating fruit, you're going to heal a lot. But then when you go on liquids, it's just like, you're just healing so much deeper. And I don't really recommend people living on liquids, I don't know really anybody who lives only on liquids and doesn't eat solid food. I know there are a few breatharian people that are on a lot of prana and breath, and then they do drink juices sometimes, but there's very few people out there doing that. So it's a good idea to use these as tools. So you do a juice cleanse for a month, or do a juice cleanse for 90 days, and then you eat solid food again and you rebuild for half a year or a year. Get your body back in alignment, get your metabolism working again, get some fiber, build back up your gut microbiome. And then you can go back into another cleanse, which would either be a juice feast or a water fast. So I don't recommend spending your entire life in the detoxification process. You go for a deep dive and then you come back out and you rebuild, and that's where I'm at right now in my own personal healing journey. I'm kind of in that rebuilding phase. And so I've done hundreds of days juice cleansing. I did like 90 days here, and then 30 days, 2 months off, 40 days, 2 months off, then 20 days on grape juice, and then 10 days off, and then like 5 days on eating mono grapes only, and then like rebuild for like 2 or 3 months on just like fruit and a little bit of salad, and then boom, another juice cleanse. And it was a lot, and the reason I was doing that was because I wasn't really ready for doing a water fast. But then after I did my first water fast, after I had been raw for 4 years, then it just kind of showed me like how much deeper I personally need to go in order to see those life-changing releases happen. Also, the spiritual aspect too is just, it's beautiful, And so yeah, for most people, it's like, eat a fruit-based diet, at least start there. Get your body cleaned up in preparation to do either a water fast or a juice feast. So, minimum of a month really eating raw food. And that can be salads. It doesn't have to be just mono fruit, but just cleaning up your diet to be mostly raw. I'd say like 80 to 90% raw to prepare to do a liquid only diet for a week, 2, 3, 5 weeks, a month, 3 months. Because the quicker you go into the deep cleanse, the more shocking on your system it's going to be. And so I've seen people heal cancer. I've seen people heal multiple sclerosis and fibromyalgia, and just so many people improve their digestion like what I really had. And it's just a beautiful thing that God designed our bodies to be self-healing, So it's just a no-brainer. You want to get off the chemicals and the pharmaceuticals and the processed food and just relax and just live in nature. And just align yourself with the most beautiful color, vibrant, tasty, delicious fruits and vegetables that are hydrating for your body. Once you start bringing that stuff into your life, you're going to turn into a light. The light bulb's going to come on. God's going to start shining with you. He's going to start giving you what He gave you already, which is health. But in order to get there, sometimes you do have to go through some troubling and difficult times, which is the process of detoxification. So it's much easier doing a juice cleanse, like not even close. You're still totally eating food on a juice cleanse. It's just liquid food, So some people adapt to the liquidarian diet, and that just becomes the normal diet. Your body adjusts to that level of energy. And so after a year or two of doing so many of those, then it might not work for you anymore to keep doing juice cleanses. And so you might need to use those as like prepping for water fast. And then once you do 5 30-day juice cleanses or whatever, you might not get the same results you did on your first one. So then you might want to use water fasting as a tool. So anyway, that's what I have to say about juice cleansing versus water fasting. Both are great healing modalities. One has its benefits over here for the common person that needs to still live and function and doesn't want to go that deep. And the other one over here, water fasting, for somebody who's ready to go super deep and ready to go through the pain and suffering of the most rapid detoxification process really that there is. And so anyway, I really encourage you to, if you're not already, just like eating a fruit and vegetable based diet as raw as you can, and incorporating juices into your life, whether that be just one juice a week or the daily juicing habit. I myself have gained so much value from juicing. It's really just changed my entire life. And it's really what opened my eyes to the world of natural health and healing. And so get a juicer, get a blender, whatever, get a bag of mangoes, do whatever you need. If you're looking for a juicer, I do recommend the Nama. It's my favorite juicer. I've got a bunch of videos on my Instagram, a few here on YouTube. But get a juicer. There's a link to the juicer that I recommend in my bio. It's a $55 off discount code for the Nama J2 that you can check out in the description below this video. And so if you're new to all of this, get a vertical masticating juicer like the Nama J2, the one that I use, and just start juicing, just start putting fruits and vegetables into your body. If you can't afford, the Nama, because it's like I would say it's the best all around juicer you can. Sorry, got cut off there. What I was saying is just, get a juicer. If you don't have the money to get the Nama, because it is the best juicer, it's got a 15-year warranty, it's amazing. Just go get a $100 juicer from Walmart and start sending cucumbers, apples, carrots, and celery through it. And then when you can afford it, you can get a more high-end juicer like the one that I use, and then you can start juicing the herbs, which are very amazing for elimination of parasites and acidic byproducts. And so once you just move up the ladder, then you start to really pay attention to what the tools that you're using, but also the types of produce you use when you make juice and when you eat food. And so again, just start eating fruit, start drinking more water, start drinking juices, and just get on with it. Just get on your health journey. Start immediately, because there's no time like the present. There's no sense in waiting. The quicker you go into the detoxification process, the quicker you would get the waste out, and the sooner you will get your life back, the sooner your body will perform and function at its highest levels. And so that's it. thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button and share this video. If anyone you know is chronically sick and wants to go deeper and really heal themselves, share this video with them. Share it on your social media channels if you don't mind. So if you guys have any questions about anything, please leave it in the comment section below, or you can send me a direct email. I do offer coaching, which I've worked with many hundreds of people to heal themselves. But I like to just put out this free information. So if you are in need of guidance, you can send me an email at jeffjuices@gmail.com, and I'm glad to help guide you through your first juice cleanse or your detoxification process, because a lot of people do have questions. They're kind of lost. You don't want to take the years that it took me to really figure all this stuff out, and you want to get the results. And so that's what it's about. A health coach or a book is really just trying to shortcut the path for you, so you don't have to learn it, but you can get those results. So if you guys got any questions, hit me up. If not, you don't want to work with me, that's fine too. Leave a message in the comment or a question in the comment, and I'll try to respond to them. So hope you guys enjoyed this and have an amazing day. Peace.